It is time for another live stream about none other than Claude Code, of course. That's that's all I can think about these days. Mm, so recently, I've been doing a lot of upgrades to my system, and since a big part of my business is building things, it's important to cover the tool that I'm using to build. So I thought that I would make another Claude Code live stream. And I'm going to start in some time. But before that, I just want to let people get in here so that we can have a good discussion, maybe some questions people have about Claude Code or any other AI tools. I hope you can hear me okay, by the way. If you can't hear me, my microphone should be connected, but sometimes it has a problem. Then please let me know in the chat. Can I put the yeah, I'll just have the chat open. So in case someone asks a question, I will have it right away. And I'm just going to check if this stream is going out everywhere. Yeah, it's on YouTube. Let's see. Yeah, YouTube is working. And then let me check LinkedIn. And yeah, LinkedIn is working too. And Facebook. Facebook is also working, and X. Yeah, X seems to also be working. I don't know if this is a great time to be doing a live stream because it's like Friday evening. So probably people have better things to do. But anyway, I think for me, live streams are good not just to make content for other people, but I also find it easier to do things live like this when I have to make content versus just recording for myself. So I needed to do that anyway. So I thought I'd do both of those in one go. So I'm going to see if I have the assets, captions. Possible to move it on the other side? I wonder. No. Let's see. Widget, chat, QR code. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So when I'm going to start, I'm going to take away this little thingy below me, questions about Claude Code. So feel free to ask me anything. And I have a little list of things that I want to show you about all the different ways that I use Claude Code. And I'm going to be going through it one by one so you can see my system. I'm not going to be going through the setup and like introduction to Claude Code. I'm assuming that you already kind of know that. And so I'm going to just show you my system, which I've been working on for a few months, and it's become quite powerful. I am I'm pretty blown away every day. Uh, just to see how powerful it is. Honestly, I was very skeptical. Let me take away this. I was very skeptical of AI coding back when I started doing it for real in 2024 at the end of the year. And in the last, how many months now? 12 months? It's like closer to like 18 months, more than 18 months, actually, 20 months. I've been proven wrong. I didn't think it would work. I thought that the complexity of projects would get so high that it wouldn't be able to actually deal with it. And I was proven wrong. You still need to do a lot of direction with the AI, but how correct it does things over time, especially if you do certain things, it's insane. I didn't think it would be possible, and it's getting better every day. AI is getting better every day, and AI coding is getting better every day. If AI coding can get better every day, then everything becomes better every day because everything is, at the end of the day, just code, right? If you're dealing with a computer, it's all code, and it's getting better. Like, they're somehow able to do things better and faster every single day. So that's interesting. I thought that we would still be writing code by hand because the CEO of Anthropic came out a while ago and said that everyone's going to, or 90% of people are going to be coding with AI models. Well, I'm one of those people now. I'm only coding with AI, and I don't even miss doing it by hand. I don't miss anything about it, honestly, because you're able to actually work on things that get you to your goal faster. Sure, it was fun to do it, fun to solve problems. But the problem that I want to be solving ultimately is the company level problems. Like, what am I as a person and company? What are the type of problems that do I want to solve in the world? The coding part was solving that, but not directly. I was solving the same problems over and over again, right? There are technical problems that everyone was solving over and over again. And now we're all using the same models, right? I use Claude Code, so it's the Claude models. They figured out the problems for all these things and they're just allowing it, like, just use it. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know, but it's a thing and it's becoming the thing that we're all doing. Yeah. And it just feels normal now for me. So, mm. So I'm going to give it another few minutes before I start to see. Let me just check if there are any people that have made any comments. Sometimes the comments don't come in. Again, I would be surprised if people are watching because it's Friday. Mm, let's see. Um, all right. So I'm going to be back and then we're going to start. Okay. Again, if you have any questions for me, I'm going to show you a lot of things now. I have this thing prepared, and we're going to go through it one by one. So yeah, any questions if you have, put them in the chat. I'll be back in a sec. Okay. So let's see here. Mm, fix my hair a little bit for the video. There we go. There we go. All right. So it's really, really hot here. This summer is pretty hot. Okay, so this is where we start. So in this video, I'm going to go through my Claude Code workflow or system. So here I have a terminal window, and Claude Code works inside of the terminal. What does that even mean? On your Mac or Windows, there's something called a terminal. On Windows, it's called PowerShell. It looks something like this. You've probably seen it before. And it's where you can do anything that you can do on the computer, but just through commands. Let me show you. So here, if I say something like ls, it's a command to list out all files and folders. There you go. See? Everything is listed out here. Now, if I wanted to say something like mkdir, which is make a new directory, then I say something like football, or let's say World Cup. Now, if I search that up, ls, you'll see that there's a World Cup folder right here. You can't see it very well. Let's see. Let's make it a little bit smaller. Let's make it. There we go. Okay. That's a little bit difficult. I'll start it all over again. Let me start from fresh. There we go. Okay, let's start again. So in this video, I'm going to show you my Claude Code setup. Let's get into it. So this is the terminal. Sorry about that. I'm trying to record this, so I got to keep doing it over and over again. There we go. I'll do it one more time. Okay, sorry if you're watching live. Just want to get this right. In this video, I'm going to show you my Claude Code setup. Let's get into it. So this is the terminal. On Windows, it's called PowerShell. You've probably seen it before. This is where I run Claude Code. But before I do that, let me show you what this even does. So if I say something like ls, this is a command telling the computer to list out all files and folders. This is what it looks like here. All of my files and folders here. Everything through text. So if I wanted to say something like mkdir, meaning make a new directory, and let's call it my name, Rafid Hoda, like this, then that creates that new folder. If I say ls again, it should be here somewhere. There we go, Rafid Hoda. So you can do anything you want on the computer through commands. This is how things used to be 40 years ago, 50 years ago, before the graphical user interface took over. With Claude Code, we're going back to this. Let me show you. So if I say now, Claude, run Claude here, click. There you go. We've got Claude running in here. Now, ignore this stuff here. You know, there's some warnings here. But basically now I can say something like list out all files and folders. Let's see what it does. So now it says, there you go. These are all the files and folders inside of my folder, which I'm in, right? Right now, I'm inside of the folder Vault. So it does the same thing as before. But instead of me saying ls, which is only something that I know and a handful of people in the world know, ls, anyone could have said this, right? Anyone could have said this. Okay. Now, another thing we can do here is I can just double click on my FN key on my keyboard. And now it's listening to me. Hey, let's list out, let's create a new folder inside of here called something. Click and see, it just listened to me, and there it is. I can talk to it. Click. There you go, done. Created an empty folder for you called something. Do you see what the difference is between the old time and the now time? Back in the day, everyone was using commands, writing commands to communicate with the computer. It was all text. It was really difficult because you had to remember everything. exactly like that. Now with Claude Code, you can just use English language and it does all of the same things for you. That is the main difference between the old world and now the new world. Okay. And I'm going to show you that more and more as we go on. All right. So now let me show you something here. So there is something called MCP. You might be hearing about that. What is an MCP? Let me ask Claude Code. What is an MCP? Can you explain to me, please? MCP, Model Context Protocol. What it is that it can connect you to different services that you're using through your Claude Code, through the terminal. So let me show you an example of this. I use a service called Cardboard where all of my subscriptions and everything like that, I pay it through that. Let me show you. It's a great Norwegian company and it looks a little something like this. There you go. Oops. There we are. And I've spent this amount of money this month. This is around like $700. And you can see my spendings over time. So all of my subscriptions like Zoom and YouTube Premium and all that type of stuff, it goes through here. So they have an MCP. Let me show you how that one worked because I just got it working today. Can you show me my Zoom spendings through Cardboard for this year, please? So now it's actually connected to an external service and it's pulling in that data through my Claude Code. I haven't even opened a web browser yet. I'm just doing it through my Claude Code. Let's see if it can do it or not. Calling Cardboard, it says. Here's your Zoom spending for 2026. Okay, the receipt is, I have to actually do this, right? I have to upload the receipt for next year's accounting. But it says here, July, May, April, March, and everything. All of that is right here. So how much have I spent on it? The total amount? It's this much, $428. This is mind-blowing. The fact that this is possible is insane. This is something that you had to open up a thing, you had to go into your email and you have to look at the receipts and add it all up, and then you got that. Isn't that a super boring task that no one wants to do? Yes, at least for me, I don't like that kind of work. Now, if I'm using the service, I just ask it and it gives me that. Okay, let me try another thing. How much have I spent through the business on airlines for this year? Okay, let's see what it does now. So for my work, I do a lot of traveling and put a lot of that on the business. And that's also saved. A lot of it is through Cardboard, right? There you go. It says airline, Norwegian, Wizz Air, Ryanair payments. It's not all here, but if I was using only this, then it would all be here, right? So you get the idea. So it says here you've spent this much amount across 5 purchases. Incredible. What has been the biggest expense for me this year? Can you just list it out, like top 3 expenses every month, so I can see maybe where I can cut expenses? So I'm telling you, to even get this type of information back in the day meaning like last year, you had to go through different people, email accounts, and all that stuff, right? You have to go to your financial person and go like, "Do you have this information? Please, can you create a report and send me?" And they wouldn't even have it, so they would have to spend time doing that. So I've been running businesses for like 10 years now. This year, this is in mind. If I had this 10 years ago, a lot of the stuff that I did that ended up in failures would not be the case because of this new system. If you have any questions or anything like that, let me know in the chat. Imran, hey there. Good to see you. I saw your message a while ago, but I was in the middle of something, so I just said hi now. Hope you're doing well. So the way that this cardboard system works is that it actually allows you to create different um, cards for different services, and they do it digitally, and it's like a master card that you can use. So let me show you. Um, where is it? I really like the company, by the way. Shout out to Cardboard. I love them. It really solves a huge problem. So let me show you that while this is working. Um, all right. So as you can see, it shows you like how many subscriptions you have and all that kind of stuff. And here you have the different subscriptions. So here you have all of them listed out. Maybe I can make it a little smaller like this. And you can see how much you've spent on it this month right here. And each of them have a new card, and you can see the four numbers that are ending for that card. So each of these services have a separate card that we use, which is how you can separate out all the payments and see them, not by using the same card for everything, but you can see it separately. So really, really cool thing. So here we have all right, so we see top expenses each month. January was Descript and Namecheap, and it was like a starting month. Norwegian, Claude, Vodafone, which is like an internet, and then Cursor, Notion. So you can see here, you know, like the data that you're getting to make better decisions is now here, right? So this is what you can do in terms of like running your business in a better way. But we also have accounting now. If you're running a business, you have an accounting program that I also have connected here. And what you can do is that you have Stripe, right? You have Stripe for payments. That's what I use. And then you have accounting. And what you want to do is you want to keep your accounting program and Stripe aligned so that like it's right next to each other, right? So you haven't missed anything in accounting that you have in Stripe, meaning if you have had 5 payments today, you need to create invoices for those payments, right? If you have expenses, you need to, you have to log that there. That's something that I struggle with a lot. And a lot of people, that's one of the biggest things that business owners struggle with, just keeping track of all of these things. What I do is that I don't do it throughout the year. And then I do it the month before I have to, submit my accounting for last year. That's what happens every single year. So if you're like that too, I'm also like that. Okay. There's a lot of us. So this also becomes easier with that. So let me show you. So I feel like we've done a lot of the accounting for this year, 2026, and created invoices for the customers. But I feel like some time ago we stopped doing that because of some reason. So I just want to get a sense of for this year, how many invoices have we already done, and how many transactions that have already been done through Stripe have not been um, logged in the accounting system. There's no account, there's no proof of that yet. Please don't show any names or anything like that because I'm recording a live stream. So please make everything anonymous. Don't show any names. Don't show any email addresses or anything like that. Just make everything anonymous. All right. Done and done. Right. So this is what you're doing all day. You're just talking to the AI and you're just doing the work, and it's just doing the work for you. So there's very little work that you need to do. The work now becomes the higher level thinking and direction of the machine that you have, right? This by itself, just the fact that I just said this used to take me maybe like 3 hours before because I have to go into my accounting program, see all of the transactions or all of the invoices, and then I have to go into my Stripe and then check all of them and then just do the matching, right? In my brain, basically, or a spreadsheet. I have to export it, spreadsheet, blah, 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 this, all that. And then, this is where I stopped. Why did I stop? All of that stuff. Now, much easier. Okay, I've got what I need, it says. It even has the Stripe key and the triple text key, which is the accounting program I use, the Norwegian one, very popular. So it's just telling me what's happening as it is happening. So this is what I wanted to get out in the live stream first, because this is the boring stuff that honestly no one wants to do. No one who decides to start a business and is like, "Ah, I'm the idea person," is ever looking forward to doing invoicing and accounting and all of this boring work. And now if you set up your system like this, you have to do very little of it, and it's a lot more fun when you have to do it, because it's like there is this super assistant with you that knows everything. It's connected to everything now. It takes a while to set all of this up. It's not that easy, and if you want me to do it for you or help you, let me know. I do this now. But when you have set it up, then it's like magic, because it's no longer how it used to be in the early days of AI, where like so much hallucination and stuff like that. The number of mistakes it does goes down a lot, especially when it starts to get to know you. So what we have here, let's see. um Alrighty, so we have Stripe payments, invoices locked, fully invoiced, January, February, March. April tapering off, nothing logged, nothing. So I know now. I know that January, February, March probably done now, because it's pretty close. And it's from April that I want to start. I have that information now, right? Game changer. All right. So that is that, like the business and everything. Now let me start a new tab. So I'll just do Command Tab T and start a new Claude Code instance. I will have different ones for different things, right? So I'll start a new one, and then we start a new one here, and let's do something different now. So the other thing that I want to show you is like marketing and sales, because this is something that I've been spending the last few weeks focusing on, especially now. All right. July is a pretty slow month here, especially in Europe. So I want to do a lot of outgoing stuff, right? Okay. Let me give you a specific example that I think is going to show you what I mean, and how how just how powerful this thing is. All right. So I'm going to open up this project that I was working on a little bit, and I'm going to just show you something here. So a while ago, I attended this wedding in a little place called Elora, Canada, in Ontario, in Canada. And this is how the website looks now. This is what I made using Claude Code, but it didn't look like this before. It looked really bad before. It was one of those websites where there was like no way to book. You just go into let me show you actually. Um, Let me just show you another place next to this one that has that type of website. Not that I think it's bad or anything, but this is what a lot of places look like. So what you do here is that you press contact us, and then you have to write down, like it was like Rafid Hoda, and then I'll do like email, and I'll be like, hey, I want to stay at your place with my girlfriend from August 13th to 16th. Are you free those days, for example, right? That's what it takes. Now you click this button, send, they get the email. Usually it goes to their spam. Then they check it, they reply, usually the same day, 2 days, 3 days. And then you go back and forth through email. You get like a payment information, you do a bank transfer, and then it's done. Oh my God, are we living in 1995 or 2005? No, I want an experience like Airbnb or booking.com. So that's what I built for this person. Here's my customer, and here are the reviews from Google and TripAdvisor. And now it works like this. You pick the date, and you see this little date picker, and you can see that all of the times where it's not available anymore, it's all fully booked, it's blocked by default. So then they're not going to spend hours every week replying to the same question. Do you have this weekend off? No, it's booked already. Oh, okay. How much time goes to that? A lot. Hours. So this is solved by technology now. Then we go into like September. Let's say it's more open. Let's go this and this. Adults, how many? One, two. No kids. Check availability. Oh, book your stay. Okay, how all of the three suites are available. Cool. I'll pick this one. The breakfast. Oh, there's a breakfast too. What I want to pick? Coffee, cream, orange juice. Sure, I'll take orange juice. Yogurt, of course, and no allergies. All good. And I'm going to put in my name here. This is obviously just a test thing. And it says like Norway, let's say. Norwegian number. Where is it? Norwegian number. Where are you? There you are. Okay. I'm going to put in my number here. And then I'll put in my email. And then I'll put in, yeah, my address. And then city and Oslo. And there you go. And this would be, doesn't really matter all this stuff, but anyway. And then if we scroll down here, I see the total amount. I see it without even having to talk to the person who owns the place. Ah, this is my dream. This is a millennial's dream, or Gen Z or whatever, right? I don't want to deal with emails. I'm not even going to do any of this if they have email or contact form. But this, I love this. So let's check here now if anything happens on my phone. Let's do request to book. Let's see. Oh, did you see? I got a push notification, and it says now, because I'm also one of the administrator, that someone booked. Go in and look at their request, right? It's only when he will approve my request do I actually get to pay. So if he approves now, then I can go in and pay. I get a Stripe link and pay. Done. This takes the time down from a week of back and forth to a few hours. And they even get SMSs. I've hooked up a text message service, so they don't only get emails, they also get text messages as long as they live in Canada. Okay, mine is a Norwegian number, so that doesn't work, but it works there. And you can communicate with the person through the admin panel as well, right? So anyway, that was a long way of saying that this is now better than what it used to be, okay? So, what do I want? Well, I want to take this thing that is a thing that is working and take it to other places in the world, right? That's what I want to do. I want to reach out. I want to do outreach. So I need to do some sales and marketing. Now, the old way of doing it would be like, let's go on Google and search up and all that stuff, right? Well, I'm using Claude Code now. Let me show you how I'm doing it now. So let's open up this thing. All right. Okay, so we were doing some outreach, right, with like the lead hunter tool that we made to be able to um, target other places like 1889 Schoolhouse in Elora in other parts of Canada. Can you please find that project, spin up the server so we can see it, and let's do like I'm doing a live stream right now, so I want to show people how we've designed this thing. So just show me it, and so we can run that thing so that it just goes out and figures out all of the website stuff and everything that we did, so people can see it in action. Okay. So just notice this, that I'm starting a new instance of Claude. Okay. And I'm giving it this information, and hopefully it knows what I'm talking about here. Let me see here. Oops. There you go. Okay, so remember that this is the latest one that we were working on today. So that's like the um admin hunt tool that we made for it specifically, right? With the map and everything. So it's not the scout tool that we made earlier. It's a new version of it. Okay, so this is the one. So this is an older version, actually. Because I'm literally doing it now in one of the other terminals, it didn't pick up on that yet, so I had to remind it. Now, hopefully, it's going to be able to do it. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. I found it now. So just notice how a pleasure it is to work with this system. I'm just literally pressing a button two times to speak to it like a human. There it is. There it is. Okay, so let me open it up in a new window like this. Okay, so imagine this now, right? This page is solely made for this. No one else is going to use it but me. So what I thought is, okay, so I found this one place that has a very specific kind of website. It has an old looking website, and the way that you book is through a contact form. Let me generalize that concept and say, find me any of these that you can within a certain region. I also don't want these places to be on Airbnb or booking.com. Why? Because if they're already using Airbnb or booking, their whole system becomes that external service, right? I want those that are doing all of these bookings through their own website. Those are the ones. But I also don't want those that are already using an external booking service. A lot of booking services exist where they let you book, your rooms in your bed and breakfast, or if you're doing like if you're a hair salon or nail salon or something like that, they allow you to book it, right? I don't want those services either because they already have, again, their system. I only want those that have their own website made by someone else and a contact form, because then I can say, hey, this is so much better, right? So I know this. I've been working on this and I'm telling this to the AI. So this is what I've built so far. And we have this map over Canada. And what we want here is I've identified that there are some places like Niagara Wine County country that is a very kind of popular place to go, basically, right? So if I've done this already, I guess, so I'll go to this one and I'll do a select all. These are all the different smaller places in that area, in that one province of Canada, right? And then I'll say hunt 8 towns. Now, what it's doing is that it's going out, it's using this thing I've built where it can identify all the businesses within a certain area through Google Places API. These are things that I've been building over time, all coming together to build this tool. There's not something that you can just spin up like this, right? This takes time. But now I'm getting all of these as they're coming in, right? And my job then becomes to sit here and go into each one of them and quality check. Is this truly a lead that I want to work with? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? So we can start doing that in a second here. Um, so I'm going to start with this one. So this is called Aaron House of Niagara Falls. It has 4.1. Oh, it already went down. Okay. Let me start with the bottom one, this one. So these are actual places. They got reviews and everything, right? This one is with Wix. You know, Wix is a popular website builder. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's probably the person made it themselves. So if I if I go to their website, right? Oh, there you go. Perfect example. Amazing example, right? This looks like something that was built years ago, right? I mean, this is giving me like 2005 vibes. So I go down here and I check here. This might still work, actually. I don't know. I'm gonna have to check, but they got their check-in. Okay, so they already have this. Maybe that works. I don't know. And then adults search. This probably goes to uh yeah, okay, room and rates. So it looks like this might not be uh let me go a little bit further down here. Check it. Okay, this actually, I was wrong. They already have a booking system. You know, they already have this booking system, which means I'm not going to go after them because they already have their system. I don't want this. So this system was not able to pick this up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here. I'm going to just remove this from the list. Okay, I don't want to deal with this. But notice now I'm doing the fun part. I'm going into each website. I'm going to checking. It takes me just a minute. And I go, okay, keep it, don't keep it, keep it, don't keep it, right? let's go for this one now. Their site. Okay, this one also looks pretty good actually. Um, maybe just because it looks good doesn't mean that it is good. Book now. Does it have a booking system? It looks like it also has a booking system. Okay, so I gotta refine my system better because it was not able to pick up that these already had a booking system. But that's okay. This is how a system is built over time. You have to kind of refine it. So I'm also going to take this one away. Hopefully, we're going to find one that actually is a good one. Okay, so this one has a WhatsApp connection. So you can send them a WhatsApp, which is pretty good actually. That works really well. Or call us. And then they have this stuff. It looks like yeah, it's not great, but it's okay. And then how do you book? Is there a booking system here? No, there's no booking system here. I don't see it. So this one could be a good one actually. So the way that you would book it is, and yeah, this way, right? So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to take this as one that we actually should reach out to. So I'll go back here, and what we're going to do now is we're going to press build. Let's see what it does. Okay, so this is, I hope this works. There you go. It just built it. Now, what is this, right? You might ask. Well, this is a template that I've built that just literally is the same thing that I've already built that I think looks good, the one that I showed you, but just substituted with the new lead, right? The Serenity Inn, it says here. And anything else like the reviews and stuff like that is here. Okay. Now it turns out that it's using like a follow us on Facebook thing, which is not great, but it's okay. So what you do here is that it actually should have used this one. So what you can do, and let me actually talk to the AI for this one. Let's see. I'll close these. And sorry. So I'm taking these screenshots, by the way, using a screenshot tool that I've been using for years. So what I'm going to do now is just go back here. Oops. There we go. Okay. The two first leads on the list actually already had their own booking systems, but the third one is a good one. It looks like it's created using Wix.com. And I think you did a good job making the website. But if you look at the screenshot, the website that we built uses not very high resolution photo where it says like follow us on Facebook and stuff like that. There's another picture on the hero section on the website, which is much better. It has a logo and everything like that. So maybe you can switch it. Alrighty. So we want to do like this and then this. Then what was this? Yeah. So it's this one. So I'll say it's this one. Now it should have enough of the context. So let's see what it does. So notice that this is not a perfect system. It never will be. But the type of work that you're doing here is that you're building a system, which means when you're solving a problem, you're making sure that any other problems that you face like that problem in the future are already taken care of. And that's the real thing I want you to take away from this. We are now living in a world where you don't have to be solving the same problem over and over again. And that's where you will get most of the gains with a system like this. So let's see if it works here. I'm really giving you the secrets here, right? This is something that I've been developing myself. By using this type of system, just imagine how many leads you can create by just being able to kind of scour the web and just bringing in everything. And then you use like a rule based system, like take this away because of this stuff, usually doesn't work, right? You just go from like 500 leads down to the 47 best ones and you focus on those. So pretty insane. If you, I mean, I'm still in the process of actually doing this now, so we'll see how good this is. But this is something that I was already doing before manually. I was doing this searching and all of that stuff by myself, which is now automated. And then I can focus on the fun part, which is looking at the websites, figuring out, if it's worth reaching out to or not. Okay, let's see. Now, after we're done with this, I'm going to show you another thing that we can add to the outreach when we're doing marketing. So hopefully this one finishes soon. Again, if you have any questions or anything like that, let me know in the chat. Mm, So so it's just explaining everything, which is insane. So I'm going to let it do that actually for a bit. And then let's see if we can do something else in the meantime. Okay. So we'll get back to that other one. Mm, So yeah, I know, right, Imran? It's insane. It's insane, and this is what I help people set up. Um, so if you want that, go to my website and we can talk. But it's insane that this is even possible, and you can like set it up. I mean, again, this is like my work over months and months and months, like things like stacking on top of each other, right? It's not like this you can start, but the fact that it's possible is just cool, and you can shortcut it if by doing just reaching out to me basically. So let's do another thing while we wait for oops oh, I think it worked, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so it showed us it's now working, hopefully. Let's see, there we go. See, it's already better now. Okay, so again, like the logo, maybe it's not, but it's okay, right? We shouldn't be doing too much of that. So, or should we? No, no, it's okay. It's all right. It's better than before. So this is now ready to go. So what they would hopefully do is they would just try it out like this, and they would click this, and they would get this, right? And it's not working. It's just a dummy thing. It's got these, and then it says like this, and then if they sign up here, if they put in their information, then I get a ding, and then we take it from there, right? We do a call or whatever. So this is what I want them to click on. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this um, and then so this one is running like locally on my machine. So what I'm gonna do is that okay. So oh, I was talking this whole time. I was listening. All right. Hello. Yes. So good job on this. So compose the message that I can put inside of their contact field and include the link for the website that we made, but don't use the original one. Use the one that lets us track if they actually click the link or not. Remember that one we said, so we can track if they click the link in the email. And yeah, just write up a little message for them, and we'll send it over. Okay, so here's my insight. This is why I'm the human, right? This was not something that the computer was able to come up with. So we're really going deep into things, by the way, right? We're really getting deep into things. So if you just email them, if you just email them using the email that they have listed here, this one, they probably will not respond. However, the way that they get bookings in is by people filling in this. So if you write your message in here, they might still not reply to you. It's probably the thing. Most people don't reply to you ever, but they for sure will read it. Why? Because any email that comes from this form has a certain format, has a subject line and stuff like that, right? And they are looking for those because those are bookings, maybe. So I know I'm pretty sure that they would read it at least. And then if they click it, then hopefully, we have something going. But that's like a little insight that I had here. So I'm going to see if we have this. Okay, there you go. Subject, a free website I made for Serenity Inn. Hey there, my name is Rafid. I build direct booking websites for independent inns, and I came across and then this one, right? So this is the special link that I've set up using my link shortening service that tracks the number of clicks. So I know if someone goes here specifically, not the main one, then they must have come from that specific email because I'm only using it for that. And then I can track that. So I can see, have a look, guest pick their dates and write on the blah, 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 blah. No cash, no fuss. Blah, blah. Either way, I think you'll get a kick out of seeing you're on. Okay. This is too boring. It's not fully me. I want it to sound more like me. Okay. So let's do that now. This is a bit too boring and too professional and too salesy. I feel like it should sound more like me. So let's do something like, I'm just going to give you my thoughts here and you just put it together like I would write it. So something like, hey there, I noticed you're taking bookings through this contact form. I have a customer who runs a bed and breakfast in Elora, Ontario, who was doing the same, but now I've made him a completely new site with a booking system. And then you can also write things like booking system, digital payments, receipts, calendar, so that they can kind of in their minds understand what that could mean. And then we say, we need to say something, or then SMSs as well, SMSs and emails, automatic SMSs and emails. Then we can say that now his business is running much smoother and he's spending less time on the boring stuff. Okay. So this is like a proof, but it's still vague enough because it's still a new customer. So I can't say too much. But with this, we are putting them in the same group as my existing customer, how he used to be. And now we're saying, I already made it for him. So I'm showing that I can do this stuff because I've already done it. And then we can say, and this would be the magic thing, I went ahead and made a dummy website for you with a booking system. Here you go. Link. And then we say, it's not a final website, but it should give you a feeling of what I can do for you. If you're interested, reply back to this email or press send a message on the website I made you. This is a lot of text. Try to compress this down, try to make it conversational language, and give it back to me, please. So, again, you're seeing here that what the AI writes is what you would expect the AI to write. It's good, but it's not amazing. It's the default, right? But what I need to do, which is what I did right now, I did the work. I like, this is so much better, but I'm giving it to you in a messy way. Make it, write it better, and then it's ready to send. This work we still need to do. The people that are doing this work themselves, that's the ones that are going to do well, not the ones where just, send it, write it, send it, good enough. My opinion. All right, let's see here. Hey there, noticed you're taking bookings through this contact form. I've got a customer with a bed and breakfast over in Elora, Ontario. This is important for the customer, right? Because you need to put them in a place where they can relate to other people and be like, oh, okay, so it's a person like me. He knows, okay, so this guy is okay. This guy is legit a little bit. Who was doing the exact same thing. I built him a whole new site with a proper booking system. Guests pick their dates and pay online, receipts and calendar, blah, blah, blah. And it fires off automatic text and emails to guests. His place runs way smoother now, and he spends a lot less time on the boring stuff. So I went ahead and made you a dummy one too. It's not the final website, just something to give you a feel for what I could do for you. If you like it, reply back here or hit send a message right on the site I made you. Now we're getting somewhere, right? Now we're really getting somewhere. Oh my gosh, like, I'm still not expecting these people to actually reply to this because so few people do, but now we're really getting somewhere. This is not the classic thing that they receive several times a month of, I can make a new website for you. This is clearly someone who's done their homework. So what we do here is we just take this and we say, tell me what to enter in for all these fields. All right. So let's see here. Okay. So yeah. So okay. So I actually set up a new domain. I'm just going to check it. Should I do my rafidhoda at gmail.com, which is my main kind of personal one, or should we do rafid at hodabnb.com that we put up for outreach and all that stuff? What do you think? So sorry, Imran, you had a question. Can it create a custom design for each individual website? Yes, of course it can. Yeah, you can. All you need to do is just create a few different kinds of designs and just pick between them. Make a different thing, or you can even do some hard coding of some stuff, text for each one, and put it in the database column, table, right, row, and just do that. Like, apply that on top of the template that I have. Okay, use that one. It's a real working one. Yeah. Okay. Great. So we'll do that. So we'll actually send this now, right? So I'll go this one, which is just my name. So put that here. And then your email, I'm going to use the special email that I set up for this type of stuff, right? And then we have this, and here it's rafid at hodabnb.com. And then message would be the message, which has these like weird thingies. The message you wrote back has this like weird vertical gray line at the beginning of each line. When I copy and paste it, I have to remove those manually. Can you just remove that and give it to me in plain text, which I just can copy and paste into the contact form, please? Yeah, I think you just gave me an idea of making websites that feels like that. It's insane. But you see, the only reason that I was able to come up with this stuff is that you have to have a good foundational knowledge of things, right? Because you don't wouldn't know that you can make a template for a website and just change that for each one. You just wouldn't know it if you don't know development that much. It's harder for you to come up with these things. So I'm just saying these things is like it's not that you can put anyone in here and they can do all the same stuff. There is a lot of work that you I've done years back that are coming into play here. Um, so so let's try to do it now. Okay. So is there anything here? Yeah. Hey there. Is it final thing here? Okay. There's a little bit of a text thing that we need to maybe just. Ah. Okay. Well, you know what? I'll just fix this. It's okay. I don't have to do everything with the AI, I guess. There we go. And this one. And then this is the key thing. So the reason why this might work, again, it probably won't work because most people like this, they never reply to anything. But the percentage that this will work versus, hey, we are a company from India and we make apps and websites, and if you want it, please let me know. That's horrible. That's nothing. You didn't know work. This is in a different class. So might still not work, but it's so we have a new person here. Hey there, Ravi Kaltri stuff. I hope I said that right. Um, it's Code and Markdown. Yeah, so it's I'm gonna just send this because I think this is good enough. I'll say just my full name here. Dummy website. Oh, right. It's a quote thing in the Markdown. Yeah. Right. Yes, you're right. It's a quote thing in Markdown. So I went ahead and made you an example website because dummy website sounds bad, like dummy, right? I'm a dummy. But example website sounds better. Okay, this is good now. So submit. Done. Done. Sent. Okay. So that now this one is done, right? So I'll just say here. Done. Sent. So imagine this now, right? We just sent this thing, highly personalized message. Now, people say sales is a numbers game, and I agree. But imagine every lead that you are sending to is this personalized. Your hit rate is going to be 100 times bigger, 10 times more than other people, right? And the problem that people have in sales organizations is that there's just not enough manpower to go out there and find these leads because people are doing it manually. But with something like this is just one thing. There's just one little tiny business in one country, in one part of it, one country. How many leads are there in the world? A lot. It's probably better not to just spam everyone. The more specific you can get, the better. So if I send 100 of these, you can be sure that I'm going to have several good, great phone conversations. And from that, a few sales are going to come in, most likely. Right? So this is my strategy that I've had for a few years now, is that you go that personalized. And I was able to do it by myself, a few people. But now with this type of tool, you can go much wider. Right? So this is one thing. Now let's do one more thing before we leave the sales and marketing part and we go to something else. Okay, so that's done and sent off, and that's great. I'm doing a live stream, and let's just show what else we could have done here. So let's say that in addition to that website, we wanted to make a little video, like a little square video or a vertical video that can go on YouTube, and that YouTube link could be shared unlisted. And what we would want is we we make them a video. Maybe if we have their logo, we use their logo, or at least just their name, maybe some pictures from their website, and we make a really nice looking video. You can use Remotion for it. And then we, in the video, which should only be 15 seconds long, not more, maximum 20 seconds, we put a nice music track on there. And then we just show them that if they want their website to be better with these features, show them two or three, right? Booking system, calendar, automatic sending of receipts, emails, whatever, all that stuff, right? To pick top two or three, not too many. You just show animations of each of them that last maybe 2 seconds each, 3 seconds each. And then you go CTA at the end, call to action. So let's make the video version of what we just did. And maybe we can try both of them with different things to see which one works better. So just create me that MP4 file right now and open it up so we can see it. All right. Let's see what it can do. This is going to take a while. So I'm going to go here and we're going to try something new. Let's try another Claude Code instance. And now we're going to do something like messaging. All right. So now this is a big one. So let me see here. How do you message people as a business? Do you do that on WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, Instagram, LinkedIn? The answer is there's not 100, but like a good 10 maybe different places where you talk to people. Now, there is an application called Beeper, which is free, where you can consolidate all of these things into one thing. You have one messenger app where it connects to all of them. I've already talked about this before. You can connect that to Claude Code, which I have. And now you can say something like, let me just do a fun example, okay? So I'm doing a live stream right now, and I'm going to show this ability to message people on Beeper through you. So let's start with a fun example. So you have my mom on WhatsApp, right? In my contacts, it's called Ammi, Ammi. In Urdu, that's mom. So let's send her a fun message. And actually, I'm going to say that message to you in English, but I want you to write it in Urdu, but not with Urdu letters, but write it in written out with English letters, because that's how we talk on WhatsApp, okay? So draft up this message. Hey, Ammi, missing you, and just wanted to ask you, how was your day? Don't send it yet. Just draft it to me. I'll read it, and then we send it. Let's see if it gets it or not. I'm not entirely sure if it's gonna figure out. Okay, there you go. अस्सलाम वालेकुम अम्मी, आपकी बहुत याद आ रही थी, बस ये पूछने के लिए मैसेज किया, आज आपका दिन कैसा गुजरा? This is very good. This is very good. Okay, if you can't understand, this is very good. Trust me. Yeah, and it's also writing it in English, right? Um, yeah, okay. And my mom actually likes a lot of emojis, so let's add some emojis. Yeah, add a few emojis because my mom likes emojis. All right, let's see. There you go. This is perfect. Okay. This looks great. Please send it. All right. Now let's see if I can show you on my phone that it actually got sent. Okay, let's see. I'm going to try to not show you any personal information. There you go. It got sent. It's sent. Um, let's see. So I'll show you actually here. Oh, oh, there and there's the video. And so many things happening, right? It's like multitasking all the time. Um, but um, yeah, I can show you here that it did get sent right there. See? There you go. There it is, sent to my mom on on WhatsApp without me touching the phone. Um, and then we have now. Imagine this before I go to the video. Imagine this. So you have like you have a family where you are the Indian, let's say, right, and your wife is French. Can you talk to your mother-in-law? No, probably not because of the language. Well, if you made an app or something like that, that you can just speak to it and it sends it on WhatsApp to the other person, but in their language, and it receives it in your language. What? Incredible. That's incredible. And that's possible right now. You can make that. This is, I can't believe that I'm living through this time. It's incredible. Okay, so let's go here. Um, and then we have that video that just was made, which was opened up by itself. Let's see if it is. I'm not expecting this to be great, but let's see. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. I would change some things. Probably would spend a good 15 minutes on it and then make it better. Not a bad one though. 16 seconds long. Put it up on YouTube. Send it over to them. There you go. I would probably make it more like book direct online. I would probably make it that you can actually see the booking system in action as an animation, right? So I was use my skills as a person who's made a lot of videos and animation to make it better. But this is not a bad one. If you're reaching out to people on LinkedIn about whatever, imagine making a video for every person like this. And it's like, hey, made a video for you where you can see what I can do for you. There you go. Just that personalization that people want, so much easier now with something like this. Okay, so I've been going on for a while now, and I'm going to take a little break now to ask people if there's anything that you want to see. Um, I thought I would show you some development as well. Let me actually show you that already. So I'm going to open up a new tab here, and we are going to do some Claude. There we go. Okay, let's do some iOS development from Claude Code, not through Xcode. Yes, it's possible. Let me show you. Oh, double click. So I'm doing a live stream and I want to show the ability of development through Claude Code. And I've already done websites and all that. People know that already. They've seen that a million times. But let's do an iOS application. So I've got Xcode running right now. Let's build a little application that, what can it do? Um, uh, 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 um, let's, yeah, let's make a simple application, right? So let's, I gotta really think about this. What should we do here for best for as an example? Let's make a daily application. Let's call it daily, and we'll list out things that we have to do during the day. So let's do first brush your teeth, then shower, then for me morning pills, then we'll do And then we'll show the number of steps that the person has taken at the top. So they always see that. And the steps you can take from Apple Health. Build this out. And every time we click on something like we brushed our teeth, there should be something exciting happening. So the whole screen goes like, yay, or something like that, confetti or some, I don't know exactly how this would work, but just make it look so that you get a dopamine hit every time you press it. So just do this as the first version for this place. There you go. Okay, so I think we'll do this as the last thing and then we can end. Just trying to think if there is anything more that I can do. Let's see. Mm, so we're going to do development and then we did the messaging also. Yeah, okay. So we're doing a Swift. So this is like a native application that we're doing. Native application. Mm. Now, it's not obviously going to work exactly like you'd want it, but I can put it on my phone and make it, show you how it would look. There's also one other thing that I didn't cover. You can also post stuff on your social media through this thing. So as you're working on things, you can just go like, "Hey, let me take a pause and let me just write a little post on this little thing that I'm working on and then just fire it off to I don't know, Instagram or something like that or X or LinkedIn or whatever." That's also possible. Mm, and what else is there? Yeah, I mean, just yeah, Facebook ads also. I'm doing Facebook ads with this system. So let me maybe show you that actually. I was actually just started a new thing today. Check and check. Okay, it hasn't. Um, yeah, it hasn't fully started yet. I guess maybe I thought I could show you that, but it's not started. The campaign hasn't started on Facebook, but you can you can post now directly to Facebook. So if you want to run a Facebook ad campaign that also runs on Instagram, you can do it from here. Yeah. So actually, let's try to build one right now, uh, because I think that's going to be interesting for a lot of people. So let me do a little check here. Okay. All right, so let me show you how I publish Facebook and Instagram ads directly from Claude Code. So I've got this website of mine that I've recently changed because I can't think of anything more important than Claude Code right now. I'm using it for everything, but so I'm doing these sessions for $499. where if you like this, and if you want to learn how to build your own Claude Code system like mine, then you can do a session with me for 90 minutes. I'll show you how to do it. Okay. So I want to sell these. So I can use my existing network, of course, reach out to people I know, but I also want new people. And Facebook, Instagram could be a good way to get more people. Maybe LinkedIn would also be a good way. Let me show you Instagram and Facebook. So I'll say here, oopsie daisy. There we go. Okay, I'm running a live stream right now, and I want to show people how it's possible to create an ad for Facebook and Instagram and put it and actually publish it there all through Claude Code. So let's do this for my personal website that we recently revamped, rafithoda.com. Use the same design that we have to actually create a print ad and also a video ad that's no more than 15 seconds long with a nice music track, and try to sell the thing and try to reach out to people that would be interested in this, right? Kind of techie people that would know what Claude Code is already. So yeah, let's go for those type of people. Okay, there you go. And we got the iPhone app ready in the meantime. It looks like it's loading up. While this is loading, I'm just going to go outside and bring in the laundry that was drying during this time because it's kind of starting to get a little bit windy and cold outside. So I'll be back in just a second. Okay. I am back, and there we go. We have the iPhone app looking like this. Let's see here. So let's do steps today is this much. Which is it actually? Let me check. No, it's just as an example, I guess. It put it, but let's do brush your teeth. Okay. Cool. There we go. Shower and morning pills. All done. Great day. Very nice. Now, if I wanted to run this thing on my thing, I just plug it in. And yeah, pick this and run it here. Let's see. Let me close this. So what happens, as you can see, is that when I'm working with AI, I'm actually able to multitask, because you're working at this level where you don't need to do that much like typing or anything, so it's easier to switch between things. Let's see. I think, yeah, it's failing for some reason. Assigning for okay, right. I didn't do that yet. Team. There we go. Now I play. So this is what I'm doing now is with Xcode. This is the application that allows you to build iOS applications. This is now directly talking to it without really even, having you to use it. So let's see now if it shows the app. Let's see. It's taking a little while here. Looks like. Try daily. There we go. Okay, nice. So as you can see here, oh, I have to allow it to talk with Apple Health. You see here? Now these are my actual steps. I didn't get that many steps today, even though I went out for a run today. See? It is an actual application. And I can use it like this on my phone without needing to publish it because it's just me. So if I now click this, it does everything, right? I can hook it up to a database and all that. It's working. So I'm using native phone applications now built with Claude Code. So Imran says, I can see that you're using Claude Code Max for the system. Have you tried using the Pro plan for this particular project or any open source model locally because Claude Max is expensive? I did start with Claude Pro, like 20. Was using it so much that I ran out of tokens. So I went to the other one, which is $100 per month, and then I ran out of that there, and then I just went to 200. So I haven't done that because I feel like for me it's worth it to pay because I make a lot more money just off of that. So I would not be the best person to ask about that question, unfortunately. But I can understand it is very expensive. But um, if what you are able to do with it, and if you're making money, then it can also pay for itself. But yeah, it's easy for me to say, I'm in Europe, and so here it's more affordable than um, in Asia, for example, or Africa. Mm. So let's see if we have anything here. So this one is done. Applications are done. So here, this is where I want to say something. Like I haven't been talking this whole time. Um, the world has changed forever. The world has completely changed. And the apps only made sense because computers required a very technical person to talk to it in a very specific way so that it could do anything. If you knew what to do, you could just create an app for yourself if you were a programmer. But now that English is becoming the language that is now translating to computer language through this Claude Code thing, everything has changed because why use different apps? Apps were only a middle step that are for me no longer necessary. You just connect to the thing directly through an API, MCP, whatever, and you just get the information that you wanted in the way that you want it. So the people that are figuring this stuff out and building this, I'm not the only one. There's a bunch of other people that are building the same similar type of things. I mean, I showed you, right? Like the marketing thing. Like I can be one person reaching out to all of Canada within 2 weeks through my system, all the correct people within a certain little niche. Use humans for that, and you're not going to get the same thing because you can be like do cold calling, and who does that anymore, right? Who actually answers your phone as a very a very busy business person like, yeah, I'm going to actually give you 5 minutes. I don't have that. It's immediately no, no, thank you. And I'm not saying that this is the best way to do it either through the thing that I showed you. But if you do that and you call later and you actually visit them in person, you just can't compete. The businesses that are going to use these type of tools are slowly, as always, going to take over the ones that are not, unfortunately. But that's just the way it is. So you can either accept that or be opposed to it. But like people talking about like AI is not going to be a thing. Yeah, okay, sure. I understand. It's very not environmentally friendly and all that. I get that. And I agree with you. But the richest companies in the world are betting on it. So they will change the entire universe to get on with the game plan. We don't have enough energy for it. Well, we'll figure out new sources of energy or better extraction of energy from existing things or different reconfigurations of things. We had the same type of thing people were talking about back when electricity was discovered and people were moving into cities. People said that, like if everyone is using horses, then like the amount of shit would be so big that we wouldn't be able to walk, and then came the car. So I don't think that this is going to be a thing that we're not going to be able to figure out. And I'm not even saying that I'm a huge fan of it for all of it. It's kind of insane, pretty interesting, as I showed you, but a lot of it is not great. But it doesn't matter. If the biggest companies are pushing for it 100,000%, that's what's going to be the future. There's no other ways about it. We either destroy everything. If we either destroy the planet, which is very likely possible. I don't even know how we are all alive, or it just becomes whatever the big companies want it to become. You know, I know that's not a great way of looking at it, maybe, but I'm a realist. And so, in that little world, what can I do to still actually make myself useful? And as you can see, for me in particular, it would be taking this, which is highly technical, and bringing it to people that are not technical and being like, I'll be the guy that sets this up for you and enables you to use it. That's my thing. That's what I'm trying to sell to the world. So, what that's going to be for you, I don't know. You have to figure that out for yourself. But this is not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. For whatever we're talking about, no. The people at the top, Sam Altman and Amadai, whatever he's called, the Anthropic CEO, I can't remember his name. They have to do their job, which is take money and make more money and lose a lot of money and then get more money to do the whole thing over again. So they need every single person to be using this as much as they possibly can. Do you think any of us are going to be able to work against that? No, no way. So this is here to stay, like the internet. This is here to stay. This is here to stay for sure. And is it useful? People are saying it's still not useful. Have you seen what I've been talking about for the last hour and a half? This is the most useful thing ever. So that's what I think about it. That's where the future is going. Yeah. What was there one more thing that I wanted to show? Oh no, I think that's it. I think I'm going to wrap up. So, um, yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for going on this journey with me, where I showed very specific examples of how I use Claude Code. If you are interested in learning more and setting up your own Claude Code business or system for your business, any problem that you have right now that you're doing manually can probably be done better with Claude Code, most likely. Okay. This is what I think about all the time. So if you are interested, go to my website and we'll get in contact somehow, set up a session on Zoom, and I'll show you what's possible for you. And we will, we'll take it from there. Thank you so much for listening. All right, everyone. Take care. Thank you for joining the stream.